Hello guys and welcome to 7 Days of Jessmas. This is the first video and I thought I'd start with one that I love watching. So that's my top 10 Christmas movies. So these are my favourites. I haven't put them in order from 1 is my favourite to 10. I just love them all. I mean, I probably have a top 3. I always do this in my favourites videos. I can't pick a one favourite. Sorry. There's so many Christmas movies or Christmassy movies and everyone has different faves, don't they? So I'm just going to start with mine. Some of them I've got here on DVD and then other ones I still don't have on DVD, which I don't know how that has happened because I literally have a million DVDs, and how do I not have my favourite Christmas films? I don't know, but I've got most of them. But yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm just going to pick up one at random. The first one, now this is just a cracker, isn't it? Is Miracle on 34th Street. I love this film. First of all, it's got Matilda in it, and I know her name is not Matilda, but because of when I grew up, you know, Matilda was one of my favourite films. So every time I see this little girl in any, what is her name? Because that is really rude of me. Mara Wilson, that's it. Is that it? I think that's it. Every time I see her in anything, I just think Matilda, which is so bad, the poor girl. But I just love this. It's all about, because she's kind of sceptical. I feel like a lot of the roles she played as a kid, she was really little but had to act really mature. And that's kind of what this is. She doesn't really believe in Christmas. Her mum's kind of a realist and wants her to know what really happens. And you know, I'm not here to spoil Christmas for anyone because Santa is real. He's on my jumper. But she doesn't necessarily believe in it, and then her mom works at a big American department store, and I don't know what it is, but big American department stores to me are just Christmas. They just make me think of Christmas. They're just Christmassy, aren't they? I think it's just they have all the lights and they have the music and it's all toasty and warm in there. Yeah, anything to do with an American department store just is Christmas, so I love that setting. But yeah, I think her mum works there and she hires, you know what, I haven't watched this since last year, obviously. Her mum hires a guy to be Santa at the store, but he is convinced that he's the real Santa. He's not just a guy in a costume, he is the real Santa. And the film's just kind of about getting the little girl to believe, and I just think it's really sweet and magical. And Richard Attenborough is Santa, and I think he's an amazing Santa. In the way he spoke and the way he was with her, it was just, to me it was real. So I just love this. I think it's really, really family friendly, and yeah, I just love it. The next one on my list, number 2, is Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now this is the animated original version. This just makes me feel about 5 years old again. Whenever, even the animation on the back, oh, Grinch is in my top 3. If I had a top 3, it would be in my top 3. I adore the Grinch. And I feel a lot of people, because of the newer one, the Jim Carrey as the Grinch, I feel a lot of people forget about this version, and I have not forgotten. I'm a massive Dr. Seuss fan. You'll know this if you watched my Universal haul. But yeah, I just adore this original animated version of the Grinch. Next one, this might be in my top 3 as well, but I have to watch this every single year. I'm obsessed, and it is Elf with Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is one of my all-time favourite funny actors. I just think he can make anything hilarious, and this is also just, although it's really funny and that's why I think most people like it, it's also very sweet. He's trying to win over his dad and trying to bring back Christmas cheer for everyone, and he's trying to just be a little elf, and I just relatable, hashtag relatable, because I'm that person that's always like, whenever anyone's like, oh, aren't you a bit old for Christmas, or like, oh, I don't feel a bit, I'm like, no, we have to bring the Christmas cheer, like we have to all be Christmassy and be cheery and bright and merry, and yes, we have to. And so I feel like I'm like Elf and I just love this. It's got so many epic moments. I actually have a Christmas t-shirt with his face on it that says Santa's coming. I just fucking love this. It's so funny. It's such a good film. I'm actually probably going to watch this after I film this because yes. Next is one I loved as a child. It was always on the telly at Christmas as a child. I don't think it is as much anymore. Like there's more that have taken over, but it is Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just love. I think it's hilarious. Like again, you get a lot of the like American department stores and American Parade, and that to me is like, oh my god, super Christmassy. If you haven't seen it, he's on a hunt for a specific toy, which I feel like most parents must go through that like every bloody year. Like I remember the year that we got Furbies, because that was like the must-have thing. Everyone wanted them, and I remember my parents got us one each, but they said like it was so hard to get them. Like everywhere was sold out like crazy. So yeah, it's about that, and he just runs into loads of funny like obstacles obviously along the way. It can't be smooth sailing in a Christmas film. You need like a tiny bit of like panic because let's be real, there is a panic at Christmas. Like, I think as well this is relatable because that panic for like a specific gift is real. I love this one. Reminds me of when I was little, and his little boy gets to see him as a superhero, and who doesn't love that? So yes, Jingle All the Way. Next on my list is one that I don't have the DVD of. I'm sure I had it, but I can't find it. Everything's everywhere because of Christmas stuff anyway, so it's probably hidden somewhere. That is The Holiday, the one that has Cameron Diaz and Jack Black and Kate Winslet. Who else is in it? Jude Law. There's loads of big names in it basically, but I love that. I remember going to the cinema to see it and how Christmassy I felt when I saw it, and I think I love it because, like I said, I love all the like big American Christmas stuff, but that's got both. It's got like Christmas at America, but it's also got like the English like Christmas in the little cottage and everyone's fucking freezing and there's snow, and yeah, I love both of that. I think it's really funny. I think it's one of the best things I think that Jack Black is in, and like he's really underrated in it, I think anyway, because I think he's really funny but really sweet. Cameron Diaz I just love. I think she's hilarious, and I mean, who doesn't love Kate Winslet? So the idea of like going on holiday at Christmas is a bit different. Like a lot of people like want to be at home at Christmas, so the idea that they swap and then, you know, they fall in love, and oh, it's just lovely, isn't it? So I love The Holiday. Another one that I don't have on DVD that I absolutely love is Muppets Christmas Carol. Oh my god, that again reminds me of childhood. That was always on at Christmas time, always, without fail. And it was normally on like, not on Christmas Day, but like, you know, that lovely period between Christmas and New Year's where you're just like doing nothing and just like lounging around with your family, and that was normally when it was always on, was like in that break. And I just remember like watching it snuggled up in my jammies, normally with my dad, because my mum is just like not really into cartoons, or like, it's not a cartoon, but you know what I mean, like the Muppets and that kind of thing. My mum's not really into that. She's not a big film watcher at all, which is really weird. Like, who doesn't like films? But she just doesn't really get into them. She's one of those people that's constantly busy. I guess she's just a mum, but yeah. But me and Dad used to always watch it, and my brothers and like just whoever was over, just like chilling in our jammies or our new Christmas jumpers and eating food and just watching it and like setting up your games at the same time. So it's one of those that was always on in the background. So every time it's on, it really reminds me of Christmas when I was little, and I mean, it is hilarious. I just love that one. Next, I had to include it, is The Grinch. I know I obviously included the animated original, but this one is the Jim Carrey one that's like probably the most popular one. But I am obsessed. I watch this every single year. There's a few of these that I have to watch every single year, like religiously. I have to watch them before Christmas. This is one of them. I just laugh the whole way through it, and there's so many good characters in it, and I just find it hilarious, but so sweet. I love his dog, Max. Oh my god. And Cindy Lou Who was like my Christmas goals when I was a kid. I wanted to dress like her, wear my hair like that, like just all out Christmas. And if anywhere, is this a real thing? I feel like there's actually like Zeus, like the way it looks, the town in what's it called? What's the town called? Whoville. I feel like there is Whoville in real life, like it's built. I don't know if it's the set. Is there a movie tour or something? I want to go there. Like every time I watch the film, and you can tell it's like a real set and not like animated. Oh my god, it just looks amazing. All the like swirly whirly buildings, and I just want to go there. It just looks like such a dream. And yeah, I just love this. I'm obsessed. The Grinch is like my love. Next is A Christmas Carol, which is the 2009 version with, again, Jim Carrey. He features a few times in my Christmas favourite films. But yeah, I first saw that again, like huddled up in my pyjamas watching it with my dad on like Christmas Day or Boxing Day or something. But I was just so impressed with the way it's done. I think it just looks amazing. It's like, isn't it one of those, it's kind of like, what's that film? Is it Beowulf that came out, where it's like sort of animated but sort of not, and like I don't know what's the actual term for it, but it just looks amazing. It blew my mind. And Jim Carrey I just think is amazing, and everyone loves the Christmas Carol story, but I just thought that was a really different way of doing it, and the way they do the like ghosts of Christmas past, present and future I really loved, because I think that's really different. And yeah, I just think it's a really good film. So A Christmas Carol, the 2009 version, is on my list because I love it. Of course, this had to be on it. Take a guess. I'm going to do one thing and you'll all be able to guess what it is. Of course, it is Home Alone. Now this has to be Home Alone #1. The original Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin. It cannot be the next lot of ones that had that random little boy in it. Like, I still watched them as a kid when they came out or whatever, like when they were on, but it's just not the same. Like, the original is just the best. So I had to include that. I just love it. I think it's hilarious. I mean, I do always say, like, shouldn't someone have called like Child Protection Services? This boy's been left alone on Christmas like multiple years. And also, like, where do they work? Because they have like a family of like 50 fucking people, and they're going on holiday at Christmas, and they leave all this money for him, and their house is like a mansion, and he gets to just like do what he wants with his money, and like he buys loads of shit, and they're off on holiday. They're rich as fuck, like they are so rich. But I just think he's amazing. Like he was such a good little child actor, wasn't he? He's so funny and smart. And cute. He's a cute little kid, isn't he? And the bad guys are hilarious, and the clever ways he comes up with to like beat them off just made my imagination go crazy. When I was a kid I just loved it. And yeah, it's one of those, I think it's like everyone's favourites, because it's just like a classic, isn't it? Classic Christmas film. But yeah, so I had to include Home Alone. And last but definitely not least is The Nightmare Before Christmas. This again would probably be I guess my top 3 is kind of Grinch, Nightmare Before Christmas and Elf maybe. That's probably my top 3. But yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, this is another one I religiously watch every single year. I have done since as a child. Like, I'm just obsessed with it. I actually watch this at Halloween and at Christmas. There's that like age-old debate about whether it's a Christmas film or a Halloween film. I think it's a Christmas film. It's called The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, they live in Halloween Town, but it's about him discovering Christmas and bringing Christmas home, and then like saves Christmas too. So I think it's a Christmas film, but I do watch it Halloween as well. Tim Burton is just a genius, isn't he? So yeah, I just love everything about this one. I've got loads of Nightmare Before Christmas merch. I love Jack Skellington and Sally. I think Oogie Boogie is like, the Boogeyman is like one of the most terrifying villains ever. I think he's actually terrifying. Every time I watch it I'm like, ooh, grossed out. His 3 little minions are like terrifying. They are pure evil. So yeah, I just love this. Such a good film. And the songs, I mean, What's This is like one of my all-time favourite Christmas songs. What's this? What's this? There's something in the air. What's this? There's colour everywhere. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Jack. This isn't fair. What's this? Na, 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 na. Yeah, I had to. So they are my top 10, but I have a bonus for you all because I'm nice like that. I had to include the Harry Potter films because I don't know why. I mean, they're not Christmas films, so I couldn't really have them as part of my top 10. But they just make me feel so Christmassy. Every time they're on, I feel Christmassy. Even if it's in summer, I get excited for Christmas. Why is that? Is it because it's snowy and like in a castle and magic, maybe? I know a few of them that like Christmas time is in the film, but even the ones where it's not, it makes me feel Christmassy. I don't know why it is. Also, the last few years, actually, last 3 or 4 years, at Christmas time, I've gone to the Warner Brothers Studios, the Harry Potter studio tour. So every year I'd like crave to go back then. I'm not going this year, I don't think. But yes, I love everything about Harry Potter at Christmas time. So that's my little bonus one for you all. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the first instalment of 7 Days of Jessmas. I'm so excited to be doing this with you all in the lead up to Christmas. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope you're all feeling very festive. And let me know what your favourite Christmas films are, because I love hearing about what everyone's favourite Christmas stuff is. So yeah, leave a comment and let me know. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see the rest of 7 Days of Jessmas and some very exciting things coming in the new year too. I will see you again soon. Bye!